subscribe to the channel right now, youtube.com/JFreshOfficial.
It's Wednesday night, it's Pure Urban Fire once again right here on Fire Radio with your boy J Fresh, of course. Now, you know we always support UK talent here on the show, and one of the most important things as a DJ when you receive good quality UK music is to keep pushing it. A few months ago I received a track entitled Skool, Daze by a new artist called Cherri V featuring Wiley, and it's one of those tunes that I've been supporting for months now. It's a massive tune in my opinion, and I'm happy to announce on the phone line right now we have Cherri V herself. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing? I'm good.
I'm really good. I know there's been like crazy technical problems getting you on the phone line, but we finally got it sorted, so I apologise for that, but it's nice to have you here.
It's cool. Thanks for having me.
Now listen, let's get straight into it. What's the whole story behind the track Skool, Daze? Where did the concept come from for this?
Basically, it's just about, you know, back in the day when you were at school and there was that person that you had a crush on. And, you know, back then, I don't know, for whatever reason, you know, the feelings weren't really reciprocated. And they didn't have the same, you know, crush on you, I suppose. So when you get older and you see each other again, the person's like, oh my gosh, you actually look really cool and you look really nice. And you know, like you just say to them, you know, from back then, I was into you, or I really liked you, or I loved you.
So there's obviously some personal. Is there a personal experience kind of thing going on here? Or?
I'm sure everybody can say that there was somebody that they saw at school that they see you when they get older, and they're like, oh, you look different. So I think everyone can kind of relate to that.
I think we can. We were messing around in the studio last week. I don't know if you remember those old Hoovers used to get at school, the red ones that were called Henry the Hoover.
What colour were they?
It was a red one, Henry the Hoover. Do you remember the cleaners used to have them at school?
No.
You don't remember? It must just be a thing on the South Coast then. It's an old school Hoover thing that we used to have in the classrooms. We were chatting about that last week, but nothing to do with your tune, don't worry about it.
I remember the green one.
It was the green one you had? All right.
Do you remember the green ones, the cotton ones?
No, we just had red ones. I don't know,
okay.
you must have gone to some really posh, smart school where, I don't know, red was just the basics for the common people like me. Also, on the tune, it's featuring Wiley, of course, the godfather of grime, and Young Nate. How did that collaboration come around? Did you work with these guys before? How did it happen?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, Wiley actually came to us and was like, you know, I'm really interested in Cherri V's project, and I've been watching it for about a year, and I'd really like to see what she's going on with and what's the next step and stuff. And we sent him Skool Daze saying that this is going to be the next single, and he was like, oh, I want to get on it. So we were like, of course, like, you can definitely jump on it. And when we heard his verses on it, it was like a goer, man, definitely. And Young Nate is a friend of mine from the industry. And I just like, he had that kind of young kind of look, and I know the girlies really like him, so it was cool to have him in the video as well. Great feedback on that one.
Yeah, the feedback the video got a lot of hits, a lot of feedback, like you said about Young Nate.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, majority from the young female audience, but
right, exactly. He's like, who's that guy?
It's all good. Now, of course, as an artist, musically, let's take a step back. Where did it all begin for you, and what the kind of early influences you had growing up, music-wise?
Oh, gosh. I come from quite a musical family, so a lot of gospel influences from when I was small growing up. My mum's a powerhouse gospel singer, as I like to describe it as. And my aunt is also known in the UK industry as one of the soul greats. Her name's Misha Paris.
Exactly.
So, had it all around me from when I was young. I couldn't really get away from it, really, I suppose, even if I tried. But yeah, a lot of family influences and gospel and soul. I grew up. My mum used to listen to a lot of Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, and all that stuff. So it was all embedded in me from quite a young age, actually. And
with the situation with being the niece of Misha Paris, did you find this was this a help? Was this a hindrance? Was it a positive step? How did it? Is it a good or bad thing, really, in the musical game?
Oh, I think it's a really good thing, because at the same time I found my way, but at the same time I've always had the encouragement and the advice to kind of like find who you are as an artist. And before you approach anyone, or before you want to be, or managed or assigned to whoever, just find your niche and be creative in your own right, so that you always have that control and that identity set in stone from the get-go.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot, okay? So prepare yourself. You've just completed a 40-day UK tour all over the nation, obviously. Hence the term UK tour. Now, I want from you, what was your best gig and what was your worst gig? As in the best towns, the best cities you hit up, and the worst one. Just one of each, and why they were the best and why they were the worst gigs.
You know what? The worst one, I've done so many that a lot of the times I can't remember where they were. I'm being so truthful. But there was one in a venue, it was like an under-18s gig, and
come on, name and shame. Where was this?
I can't even remember what the venue name was. I'm so bad. But after a while you just get lost and you don't know where you are, what you're doing. But one of the kids threw. They have them like luminous kind of sticks that they have in the club and stuff.
Like the glow sticks.
The glow sticks, yeah. Someone threw one of those at me.
What was your response? Did you throw the mic at them? Did you get them chucked out?
That silence was golden. I was like, you know what the funny thing is? Like, it didn't actually hurt, but it was like, how could you? Like, what have I done to you guys?
I don't know, it was just not really the kind of the worst experience I was having. I've asked their kind of artists, and it's always, I fell off on stage, or the sound cut out, or electricity cut out.
Somebody actually threw a glow stick at me.
An under 18 throwing a glow stick.
Yeah,
it's. Well, I'm glad you got through it. I'm glad you got through it, really.
I'm surprised I did do it.
And in terms of one of your best or standout gigs from that tour as well, anything that pops up as that was a banger.
I went to a school the other day, actually, and they were crazy. Like, the kids were, like, asking me to sign their foreheads, their torsos, their arms. And they were like...
permanent markers, yeah?
Right, and I'm just like, I'm going to get into trouble. Like, the forehead one, obviously, I just couldn't go there. Because I'm thinking, I don't know, your mum's going to start calling out the label and be like, excuse me, what you done to my son's head? Kind of thing. But, yeah, they were really nice and after every question, like, they asked really nice questions. And they were really cool. So that was one of my standout gigs so far, I think. Skool.
Wicked.
In Bolton.
Bolton, okay, so we got the positive place, Bolton, but you can't remember the negative place. You should be a politician, you got the diplomacy down, you got it down totally. Your future album that's going to be coming out sometime in 2010, Fast Cars, Silk Sheets and Favourite Guys. As DJs, as listeners, as fans of your music, what can we expect from this album?
Oh, definitely a nice blend of pop, R&B, and a slight dose or a little baby slice of rock influences as well. It's quite dramatic. That's hence the title, Fast Cars, Silk Sheets and Favourite Guys. It kind of covers 3 of the main songs on the album, which I found performing live that they've been big favourites. So a lot of truth and true stories from me as an active singer-songwriter. And something I believe that will be fresh to come out from the UK, from a new artist.
Wicked, we're looking forward to hearing that. And of course, nearer the time, we're going to get you back on Fire Radio and have another interview and have a chat with you and see what's going on. One final question just before you shoot. Who of your contemporaries, UK and US, are the kind of artists that you're really feeling right now? Who are the artists who are on your iPod, CDs in your car that you're singing along to? Who do you feel?
I've always loved Kano. I love what Tayo's doing at the minute. Tinchy, US, obviously. One of my huge, well, I think a lot of people I still come to is Beyonce, definitely. Pink's amazing. Love Khaleesi's style. There's a few of them. Love Gwen Stefani, even though she's gone back into No Doubt. She's not doing no solo stuff anymore. But yeah, those are a few of the handfuls that I like.
Wicked, and it's all these kind of influences and your musical background that's going to contribute to this album that, like I said, we're really looking forward to. So all your listeners out there, make sure you go and continue supporting UK talent. Big thanks to Cherri V for joining us on the phone line today, and her new single School Daze. You need to go and support that, everybody.
Yeah, it's out now, people. Go and buy it. It's on iTunes, hmv.com and play.com, and go and get yourself a copy, man.